Okay. So if we recap the last week, right, team, we had seen the security and the related activities, right? With a user and followed by some roles related stuff. So today onwards, we'll look into that BAP reports. Okay. So today we'll see the reporting, the BAP reports team. It will max goes 10 hours. Today we'll see the catalog overview, followed by something data model creation team. Today we'll see these two things. Okay, this is our Fusion application. Just connect. Click on the home screen and the tools, reports and analytics. Browse catalog. Okay. So this is our catalog screen team. This catalog screen is responsible to develop the BAP reports and the OTB reports, both reporting categories. We can develop here. So within the catalog screen, you may get your standard BAPs, OTBAs, and you may develop the custom BIPs, OTBAs, and you may customize the standard, OTBAs in the BAP reports team. All you may perform within the catalog screen. So however, in your R12 EBS application, assume you develop an RDF, right? So where you will place the RDF team within the server? Anyone remember?
There is a respective top underscore report US.
Yes, great. You may move into your reports and US folder followed by the top, right? If it is POR, PIR, APXX, something, right? You may copy. The way here you have the two folder structures team, my folders and the shared folders. The naming itself you can identify. It's a my folders team. This folder belongs to this Fusion application logged user. Okay, my folders. Here you may create n number of your own folders as per your requirement, and you can develop or you can place your reporting components. This my folder contents cannot share to the other user stream. It's a private access to for this logged user. So private access to this logged user. So mostly when you are developing in a report team, you may receive a requirement with an MD50, right? The business requirement document. We call it BRDR, requirement specification document, RSD, or we call MD50, right? It will get a
Yeah, just in Fusion also the document structure is same like MD50, MD120,
there
or
is no
MD70.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
here there we called MD70, right? Here we call DS140, but here also we may call as MD70 for most of the clients. Okay. So the my folder contains a private access team. Assume you get an MD50 and there's a report development. You give an estimation for assume 5 days team, right? So you may develop the report within the my folders team first. Create your own folder here, something new folder. It's a TL46, TL47 reports. Click on OK. So we created one of the folder here, and you may place the content over here. Your report development, you may start here. Develop the report, perform the unit testing. If everything looks good, right, the report should get an access for others as well team. The functional team may test, your client may test that report, right? The moment this report, right, should get in a public access. That's nothing but shared folders team. It's a shared folders. So my folder, your own repository. Shared folder is nothing but the naming itself, shared. The content will be shared across to all the users across the application team. Shared folders. So within the shared folders team, so within the shared folders, here there are n number of custom folders are there, n number of, see something 1, 2, 3, 99, so on. So I would like to show you the client instance, how it looks like exactly. Okay. Let me connect one of the client instance. You may directly connect the URL followed with the analytics. So it will try to land your catalog screen team. Just click on the catalog. This is one of my client instance team. The shade folder. See how the shade folder looks like. You have the custom folder, one of the custom folder, followed by the standard folder continuity. These are complete the standard folders. Whenever you get a subscription from Oracle, right? When they released Fusion application to you very first time, within the shade folders, you may get by default all the standard folders content. All the standard folders belongs to respective modules. It contains the standard OTBS and the BAP reports, which is the folder wise. So whoever received the application very first from your team, right? Within the shade folder, they will create a custom folder like this team. They will create a custom folder and they will release this application to the respective developers for the development. So all the custom reports, includes BAPs and OTBAs should be sit in your custom folder team. All the custom components or all the custom reports should be sit in the custom folder. And if you want to be perform a BAP report or OTP report, a customization also writing, the standard report customization also should be sit in the custom folder. Okay. So apart from this custom C, there is a procurement folder as a standard one, the purchasing folder. It has all the BAPs and OTP reports combination team here. Later on, we can see what is the BAP, what is the OTP report, how we may identify. See, it's a purchase order PDF, PO, PDF report, the standard one day. Similarly, the financials module, standard folder. I'm in shared folders, financials team. In shared folder, financials. So within the financials, you have bill management, expenses, fixed assets, the GL, and so on. So when expand the GL, right, journals, right, you have all the reports team, journal entry, journal check report, journal extract, journals report, and so on. So the way you have the financials, human capital management, and supply chain management here. See, subscription management, all the standard folders team. So within the custom folder, you may create your own folders and try to create the reports team. When you're trying to create the folders within the shade folders, the folder should have the proper naming convention followed by the proper path team, the path. See, shade folder within the custom, you have some one of the reporting, some mob, AP, invoice, or GP. Do not create the reports straight away like this within the custom folder. If the report is belongs to so-and-so accounts payable invoices module, AP module, then within the custom folder, you may create invoice folder and try to create that report team. Or see, within the shared folders, if it is invoice report, right? See how Oracle is maintaining account payable invoices within the financials. It's the financials shade folder, the standard path financials, followed by your payables and something invoice system. In this, you may save your own. The way within the shade folder, within the custom folder, create financials, payables, invoices folder, and try to save your custom AP invoices reports team. The way when you're trying to create any BAP report, any OTP report, it should have a proper path team. Do not create your own folder within the custom folder and add the content. Okay, these shared folder content we can restrict to the end user, which is the read and the write access team. Obviously, end user should have only read access, right? So the user can only run the report team, but they cannot edit the report. The way all the content within the shared folder, we can restrict it in. The common content folder, yes, we can hide the folder itself. We can hide the folder itself team. So within the custom folder, if I need this dashboard access, I need utilization report. Yes, just you can provide a read access to the end user. Okay, so that's about my folders in the shared folders content team. Any doubts over here? Team. Any doubts, any clarifications, move on to the next. Is it clear? My folders and shared folders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rest
Can you
of
input on my folders, Vijay? Like I just missed that.
my folder is a private access. It's your own folder for the logged user.
Okay.
This content cannot be shared to the other users. It's a private access. Whereas the shared folder public access, and within the shared folders, yes, you may restrict the data again the private access. Depends on the requirement.
Okay. And what is the purpose? Because the report which we are developing is for
My
all
folder
users.
may go
Right?
for some ad hoc report development, and some reports may develop, some days, right? So I don't want to be see others. I don't want to be see this report development other users, my developers. Still, you may go for 60%, 70%, 30% development, right? Day by day. You may go develop within the my folders team, and some ad hoc report development will go, we'll see within the my folders.
Okay.
Others team, any doubts over here? Okay. Now, apart from this team, within the catalog screen, right, you have some archive, unarchive, upload, properties, copy, paste, delete. Archive and unarchive will come into picture to download these reports to the local folder. And, you may upload these reports to some other folder stream within the target instance. So moreover, archive and unarchive will use for migration purpose. My equal I'm getting team. Okay. Migration purpose will use archive and archive. This we'll see later. Copy and the paste delete. So if you want to be copy paste this data or the reports from one folder to another folder within the instance team, you may use this copy team. Copy and select the folder and try to paste here. The same options you may get it over here as well. The copy and the paste. You may get copy from my folder and paste into shared folder stream with help of copy and the paste. And when you're trying to open the report, so also right, the report path you may see here where you are in. The location will identify you. Where is your report path? And whichever you accessed in this session, right, you may see all these things. And the shortcuts you may navigate. So this is for folder creation. This user view, admin view we'll see later. This is for refresh. This is your show or folders pane, this one. And this is search. So within the shared folder, so also right. So if you do not find any report, you may search with some keyword. You may search with some keyword. You may get the reports wherever you have. Now it is saying with the starts with XXC, there are 2 reports are available within the instance. And the path is shared folders, custom, demo CTS, purchase orders, report team. In this folder, you have this report team. When you click on the open, it will try to open from here. Okay, this was search team. So this is a home screen here, home. So the home screen will give you the recently opened reports team. So whichever recently you open the reports, here you may see the access. You may directly open from here. This is a catalog, the results screen where you can find, all the reporting components. These are favorites. You may set the favorites if you want to be open, frequently, right? You may set as a favorites team. This is our dashboards, OTBI dashboards team. This is a create. So this is a create is responsible to develop your BIPs and OTBI reports team. The analysis, interactive reporting, and actionable intelligence. These 2 categories are belongs to OTBI's team. Analysis, dashboard, filter, dashboard prompt, the condition, agent, and the action. These properties are belongs to our OTBIs. The published reporting team, report, report job, data model, style template, and subtemplate. These are belongs to BAP reporting components team. The rest of we never use anywhere. These three components will use team. Okay. This open, again, the recently opened items, you may get it over here. And this is your profile, whoever user logged, right? So you may see the account information and administration team. Sometimes we may navigate to the administration to set the global properties. So within administration, publisher team, manage publisher. This is your reporting some properties we may perform at the global level. Come across, we'll see team, how it will, use, we will see. Now catalog. This is about something catalog screen overview team. Okay. Now we'll go for BAP report development team. So within the published reporting, data model report team. So all these reporting components, you may identify with a symbol team here. The page symbol represents a report, something calendar symbols represent report job, the square cut symbol represents the data model, style template, subtemplate team. The way whenever you use any component item, right? Oracle is highlighting with the symbol team. With the symbol, you may identify it belongs to so-and-so reporting category. If it is complete orange color symbols, right? It's nothing but your BAP reporting components team. See, this is something so-and-so. It's a data model and it's a report team. It's a report. Okay. The way within the published reporting, we have the data model and the report team. First, we'll see what is the data model and then we'll see report team. Come across, we will see report job, style, and the subtype. So we'll more focus on the data model and the report team. Okay. The data model. So what is the data model team? So data model is nothing but data model contains a data sets team, data sets. We have various data sets, which is SQL query and BI analysis, followed by CSV, XML, Excel, and view object, and the web services. There are various sources team. So by using this data set source team, you can get the data and build a report. Okay. So if you use an SQL query, right, you need to connect your transactional tables and write an SQL statement team to pull the data. Write an SQL statement to pull the data team. In real time, moreover, among these data sets, we'll use, I can say 98%, the majority will goes to only SQL query team for the BAP reports. SQL query. Okay. You will get the requirement and connect your transactional tables, AP invoice all, AP checks all, however, depends on the module. Write an SQL statement and try to get the data by using SQL team. And it's a common data set we will use for all the development team. The rest of the 2% will goes for these data sets team. This we'll see later how we can use. Okay. It's about data set team. Data set is nothing but the source of the data where you are getting. So for our source of data is our Fusion application transactional tables team. So the user SQL query as a source and write an SQL statement and get the data. However, in your on-premise system team, for an XML reports team, you may have the data template. Data template contains the C data section, right team? C data. Team, C data. What does contain C data?
Let query.
Exactly, right? It's contain SQL query. Here you're writing against your requirement to pull the data from your transactional tables. The same job is performing your SQL query here for a data model, trying to get the data from the various sources, and by using on top of the data, right, we'll create a report. We'll create a report. Assume you are written one of the SQL statement and try to save your data model team. So whenever you're trying to save the data model, right, you should maintain a naming conventions team. Do not create your own names team for the data models. Okay. For example, if it is AP invoice report, within the AP invoice, again, you may have n number of team. The purpose of that, use the naming convention. The naming convention in general, we will follow the client name followed by the purpose of the report team, purpose of the report. Okay. For example, if it is AP invoice report, my client name is something MST. Okay. MST underscore the purpose of the report team. This is AP invoice DM. It's nothing but DMT. The naming convention should be MSD AP invoice DM, or it's AP check data, something, anything. AP check data DMT. This is my data model representation naming convention, data model. So when you save with this data model, right, system will save this data model with an extension .xtm. DM is data model team. We never gives anywhere the .xtm. Simply need to provide the data model name. Whenever you save, right, so automatically it will create an extension .xtm. Data model extension is .xtmt. Okay. Assume you create one of the data model with this name team. So data model will give you the data in XML format. Data model will give you the data, the output in XML format. XML format. Okay. You may download the data, which is a sample set of records. Okay. 5, 10, 50, 100, 200. These set of records you may download from the data model to your local mission team. The way data model will support to view the data or validate the data from 5 to 200. On top of this, obviously the data model, the SQL query, whichever you written, right, it will gives you n number of records team. Assume if it is giving you 5,000 records, then how will you see that 5,000 records team? The data model is limiting to be save only 200 records. So there is no way by using this data model, you need to create a report team to see the entire result set against your data model. This is for only cross verification purpose. When you're writing a SQL statement, are you getting the correct results or not against our data model SQL statement? Okay. So download the set of records 5 or 10 to the local machine. You will get the .xml file team. Use the .xml file and develop your RTF template team. Develop your RTF template. Download XML tags against data model and develop RTF template against your requirement team. So what is RTF template team? So RTF template is nothing but, I will give you a real-time example team. So in generally, you are using Amazon and the Paytm and this Flipkart and so on so for your needs, right, team, as a day-to-day activities nowadays. When you receive a Flipkart item, when you received a Flipkart delivery item to your team, apart from the item, what are the information you will get him? What you will get him? Anyone remember? Assume one of the mobile phone has been delivered in so and so day. Along with the mobile phone, what you will get it in from the Flipkart or Amazon?
Invoice.
Exactly.
Charger.
Get an invoice team. So what does contain the invoice information? By any chance, anyone remember? Whatever.
Item and
Customer
Bill
quantity
name,
and amount.
customer name, address.
Exactly. Customer name, address, item details, CGST, SGST, the total, some instructions. Write in, you will get these information on the invoice. Are you seeing this information which is in a proper manner or something zigzag? It has some
Proper
format,
manner.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is nothing but your report team layout. That is called layout. How you want to be display the data on the paper team. How you want to be visualize the data on the paper. We called as layout. That layout you need to be built by using RTF template team. RTF template. In order to design this RTF, right, you need to be installed BA Publisher software in your mission stream. So download the BA Publisher softwares from Google. Okay. Against your operating system. You may go for 64-bit or there are two versions are available, 64 and 32-bit. It's an open source software. Just try to download from Oracle team and install in your machines. So in order to download, you need to have Oracle account team, Oracle account. If you do not have, no worries. I maintains the 64 and 32-bit, which is successful versions in your G Drive team. In G Drive. So try to download from there and install in your machines. So when you try to install this BA Publisher software team, okay, BA Publisher software for installation. It has around 235 MB file type. When you're trying to install, very first, right, clear the temp file stream from your system, clear temp file, clear the cache from the history, and close all MS Office applications and install Java software first team, as it's a prerequisite for that BAP installation. Install Java software. Post installation of Java, install your BAP software team. BAP software. So when you are installed, right, you may see the BA Publisher plugin like this. The post installation, you may see the BA Publisher plugin like this. So this, by using these options, you can develop your own RTF, how you want to be display the data on the paper. Okay. So if all you install successfully, but still you're not able to see that plugin team, it's all about yours operating system issue team. Operating system issue. You may download couple of softwares from Oracle, BIPs, which is a various version. Try to install team. For the reinstallation for other software, right? Uninstall BIP team, whichever you install, right? But prior, so install BIP software, uninstall one, and the same, clear the cache, temp files, close all MS Office, again team, and restart the application team. Restart your machine itself. Restart your machine, your laptop, and again install the new version team, whichever you downloaded, right? Install the same. Install new version BIP. So this is about installation of your BAP software team. Okay. Assume using this data model team, you're trying to develop an RTF template. You're trying to develop an RTF template and save the work team here. Save the work. As a first step, download the XML tabs from the data model, develop the RTF template, and use that RTF plus use that data model and create a report team. Create a report. Create report so that you may see the data on the paper. So what does the paper means here, team? It could be you may render the data from data model to the report with the help of RTF, and you may see the data or render the data into various formats, team. So by using RTF, right, you may render the data to PDF, Excel, CSV, XML, and RTF and HTML, team. So these are the various formats from a single RTF Word document, right? You may render the data into various formats, team. You may see the data. So when you save your report, right? When you save the report name again, copy the data model name here. The report name should be reported. Use the naming convention like this. And when you save the report, the extension will be .xtvo. System will create with an extension .xtvo. We never gives the .xtvo explicitly, team. But you need to know what is the extension of that. The report extension is xtvo. It's a data object. This report will run by your end user to see the data from the catalog screen. Okay, and this report access will provide to the end user as a read access team. For you have the read and write, but the end user will have only read access. So by using one data model, team, you may create n number of reports. Assume this is my report team. This is my data model. So for this data model, I created one report team. Assume it's giving you PDF output. Similarly, using the same data model type, you may create one more report. Assume it may give you Excel output, your wish. Here the data representation is different. Here you may use 10 attributes, 10 columns. Here you are using only 5 columns, depends. The way, use one data model, create n number of reports, team. Similarly, use one data model, create one report contain n number of layouts, team. Multiple layouts. Multiple layouts, team. So multiple layouts means here one report contains RTF or eText template or XSL or Excel template. These we call as templates, team, the layouts. You may use multiple layouts for a single report and view the data, team. The way report contains n number of layouts and the using data model, you may create one report and more than one report, team. If you change something here, right? If you change something, obviously need to be change underlying reports as well, team. It won't be automatic. If you, for example, in the first attempt, you added only 5 columns from the select list. Assume you added 10 columns, right? The second attempt, you updated the data model with one more 5 columns. So obviously, those 5 columns need to be accommodated within the reports as well as the manual, team, how you want to be. Use that within the layouts. Okay. The report contains, team. The report contains your RTF and the data model, team. Report mapped with your data model, and report contains RTF information. How you want to be visualize the data on the paper, we call as formatting details, team. Report contains formatting details plus data model mapping. So this is about overview of the data model and the reports, team, high level. Inside we have many features. Any doubts over here?
This Java and PA Publisher is a specific version which we follow in general.
Sorry,
Java and BA Publisher is in a specific software version we are following.
Java, you may go for the latest version. The BA publisher, my suggestion, try to install whichever I have in my G drive, right? That 64-bit. It's success version for all operating systems. You may install first, try give an attempt. If it is not working right, try to download the various versions from Oracle, which is the latest versions. You may have a number of.
Okay.
Okay. See here, BA publisher. But for the word, so we'll get only just the second one. Or you may download, click on this. So there are various download. So BA publisher desktop 64-bit 64-bit. Not this one too. BA publisher desktop 12.2.32 464. There are various versions out there. You may try them if whichever IE provided is not working, the both versions, right? You may try to download these things. Try to install in your machines. When you try to download, right, it will prompt you to enter username and the password, which is the Oracle account. You need to enter username and password. Whoever do not have, right, there is no option. Just install whichever I provided. Mostly it will work. Okay. Others team, any doubts over here? It's clear. The overview of the data model, the report. Data model representing how you want to get the data from a source. Report is nothing but it contains the data model as a source, followed by the formatting details, how you want to visualize the data on the paper. Team, it's clear for everyone?
So that line 27 and 28, they have two names of the reports, right? If you want a PDF and Excel, so it should be different names, right, Vijay? The same name, is
No,
equal.
the report contains, here we may use a multiple layer. Yeah, obviously, this should be. I given some data, one data, right?
Okay, got it. Yeah.
Team. I have around 20 members in the list team. If I exclude 20, you guys are
actually,
following?
in EBS, right? Yeah, Vijay, I have one doubt. In
Yeah.
EBS reports, like we can have multiple templates, right? Multiple RTF templates in the same report.
Yes.
And let's say like while we are running, we can alter the layouts. I mean, we can select the layouts which we need to run,
Yes.
right?
Here also,
So
yes.
do we have the same functionality here as well?
Yes. While scheduling the report, right, you may change the layout. Assume your
Yeah.
layout has your report has 5 layouts. So while scheduling the report, right, you may select your own layout and schedule it.
Okay. Same as okay.
Yeah. So the default option is available for the layout whenever you directly open the report, right? The direct access. So whichever the default layout is enabled, that will be executed.
Oh.
And you may see some other formats also, whichever you enable. Those you need to be click as a manual so that you may see those formats as well. It depends. Other stream, any doubts here?
Vijay, how can we get access to G Drive, you said?
G Drive will get you have an LMS access, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Hopefully you will get that access as well. If you do not have, just, check with Padma, she will get you.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Now see team. Team still. Shubhan following? Shubhan and team. You guys are there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now it's data model team. Click on the data model. Whoever from non-EBS team, let me know if you not comfort with any keywords and so on, whichever I'm using. Please immediately stop me and raise your question team. Okay. Do not sit as a blind. Click on the data model. This is a data model user interface team. This is a data model, a user interface. Data model contains the various properties, data sets, event triggers, flex fields, list of values, parameters, and the bursting team. Okay, so everyone knows what is the list of values and the parameters. Okay, and the event triggers. Event triggers will not come into picture for the custom reports development team. Since it's a SaaS application, we do not have any access for PL SQL. We do not have any provision for the PL SQL to be created here. Hence, event trigger is out of scope for the data model for the custom reports development. So why still we have an option here if it is out of scope? So Oracle is using for their standard reports event triggers team. Oracle is using for their standard reports for the event triggers. The reason for a data model, by default, you will see the event triggers. For the custom reports, it's a out of scope team. The flex field, to get the DFFs, the KFFs information as a standalone, use the flex fields. Still, again, these flex fields we never use within the real time as a separate. We may use a select class only team, attribute 1, attribute 2, attribute 3, so on. So within the SQL itself, still if you want to get attribute 1 value, right, use the flex field, use this option team. Anyway, I will show you how you can use this. There's a list of values in the parameters team to get the values to restrict the data against your SQL statement. This is a busting. Whenever you write an SQL statement, if you want to be burst the data, same as your credit card statement, right? So and so. So you may use the busting team here. This is called global properties. Global properties, you have a couple of options team. Include parameter tags, include so and so. This we will see later visit where we will use global properties. Now click on the data sets. Data sets contains the diagram, structure, data, and the code team. So you need to be focused on diagram and the data team. Okay. So click on here diagram, the new data set. There are the various data sources team as I discussed within the notepad, SQL, LDAP, MDX, analysis, view object, web service, CSV, Microsoft Excel, XML content server team. Okay. So these CSV, Excel, XML team, these are the static team. These are static source. Okay. For example, if you select the CSV, right, you need to be get the file from your local machine and upload the file here. You are getting some millions of data in a CSV file, and the user wants to be see that CSV data in a formatting, in a specific format. Then upload that static file data here and create a report on top of that. Now they are expecting this static one team. You are not getting the data at runtime. So mostly we'll use SQL query. Click on the SQL query and the purpose team. Why you are writing an SQL statement here? Okay. So in general, the naming convention will follow Q. It's nothing but query underscore the purpose of team. For example, I'm trying to get the suppliers information. The data source. So whenever you connect any SaaS application, by default, you can see Aura BIEE, Application DB FSCM, HCM, and the CRM. These are the 4 options by default you see for any SaaS application team. Aura BIEE belongs to OTBA report database connectivity team, OTBA reports. Now we are working the BAPs, right? These 3 will come into picture. When you select the FSCM and the type of SQL, the standard SQL, these 2 are deprecated. There is no use of this team. Okay. Use the standard SQL, write your SQL statement, select star from POJ suppliers team. In 11i, the supplier table is PO vendors. In R12, it's a AP suppliers. In R13, the Fusion application, it's a POJ suppliers team. All the table names got changed version to version, release to release, but the table structure remains same. We may see a couple of new columns being implemented in, but I can say 98% the table structure will remain same between the versions. So for the suppliers, POJ suppliers, for the sites, POJ supplier sites, V table team. the table name got changed, but the table structure will be remains the same. Okay. So FSCM, the financial supply chain management tables team, you may connect by using SQL query team. The way when you connect HCM team, you may connect HCM tables. When you connect the CRM, you may connect the CRM tables. No, not like that. When you connect the CRM, you may connect any respective module here. Your wish, irrespective of any module, you may connect the table. HCM, you may connect FSCM tables. FSCM, you may connect FSCM, HCM, CRM. All the tables access you will get. There is no specific scenario to be connected so and so. Very soon, Oracle will deprecate these three features. They will come with only one of the DB, application DB. That's it. Very soon, these will be replicated. As a best practice, if it is belongs, the report is belongs to FSCM, use FSCM team. If it is HCM report, use HCM. If it is CRM report, use CRM. Okay. So my supplier table is belongs to FSCM. Use FSCM. Write an SQL statement. Click on OK team. You will get all your table columns from POJ suppliers. So try to select a couple of columns. Select the data set. Here there is edit option. Edit selected data set. Enhance your SQL statement. Something vendor ID. Segment 1, which is supplier number, alias, something creation date, something enabled flag, so on so. Okay. Click on
Vendor ID. You missed the
IUC. So there are 4 columns selected. Now click on the data here, team. Click on the data. So by default, 5 rows will be selected, team. 5 rows will be selected by default. So click on the view. You may see against your select statement, this is a result set for 5 records team. 5 records. This is an XML representation by default. Now click on the table view here. This is a table representation of the 5 records from your select statement of the first 5 records, the result set. If you want to see the 10, 50, 100, yes. So select the 100, click on the view. From the data model, right, from your select statement, you are able to see the 100 records. This is for only cross verification purpose, whether we are getting the correct data or not against your SQL. So if you have 1000 records, right, so there is no way you need to create a report on top of this so that you may see the entire result set against your report team. Assume you are getting the data as expected, then save your data model team here. Click on the save right side. This is shared folders. And just navigate to the custom folder here. And create our own folder over here, which is the custom. We'll try to save the reports here. So TL47 reports. If you want to create your own folder, do not disturb my folder, okay? Which I created here. This is TL47. So something my client names forever, whatever the naming convention. TL47 followed by get suppliers team. Get suppliers data underscore DM. Okay. The data model gets created with the name. Now click on the catalog team. Immediately it will navigate the screen against your folder which you created within the custom. So shared folders, custom TL47 reports team. This is a data model representation. Just double click. The data model will be open. Okay, again catalog. Click on the edit. Same team. data model will be editable mode and try to edit the data set. Still, if you want to perform any enhancements, right, you may perform here. Again, catalog screen. If there is a more, click on the more, delete, copy, rename, create shortcut, archive, properties, permission string. So click on the properties. So this is my data model name. Type is data model. See, the extension is .xtmt. That extension is .xtm. So created and the modified. And here also you may see the .xtmt. And the location, this data model comes from shared folder custom TL47 reports. Okay. Now by using this, you may create a report team. That is, we'll see tomorrow how we can. So any doubts, team, before closing for the day?
Okay, for the SQL, if you have to work on the tuning, do you have to do that? Like, can we use the hints or indexes here?
Sorry, Surita, can you speak somewhat loud, please?
Yeah. For the SQL query, if you have any performance issue, can we add the index or hints?
Yes, you can. No. You may have the only hints.
Hints.
Yeah.
The
SQL, the complete read access for the table. There is no option to create our own tables, our own indexes, and so on.
Yes. So it will be different like a generic SQL queries, right? How
Exactly.
you tune outside.
Yes.
So can you cover those topics also if possible?
Which
Like
topic? Can you elaborate?
The tuning. How to improve the performance of the
Yeah, that
queries.
is, I will cover you. No problem. At the last, I will give you a couple of hints. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
How you need to perform.
So Vijay, if the client is SaaS model, there is no way to use that before after report triggering.
Yes, there is no triggers. Everything need to be achieved within a SQL statement only. When you are trying to migrate the reports from the R table to the Fuse and lift and shift right.
Okay.
So if the report has a PL SQL package, then obviously that report should be redefined. The new MD50 should come for that, same as R table requirement versus the Fusion application. If there is no PL SQL concept for the R table report, yes, that report you may lift and shift to the Fusion application. If it has any dependency of the PL SQL, that should be redefined. The report itself, the functional team should redefine as a brand new. Okay.
So in your experience, did you work on the PaaS model also, Vijay? So that we use that before report after. There are so many options in the R2,
You
right?
may use the PaaS model, but the PaaS model is not succeeded. You may go for your own custom database over here within the data model. We may get the custom data model. If you get a custom data model, right, and we may create data links, the multiple groups we cannot use. One of the drawback that is there is no use within the custom table. You cannot use your standard table. Then there is no use of custom, right?
Okay.
In general, within the on-premise, within the EBS R table, you may create a custom table and you may combine with your standard tables as well.
Yeah.
But here we cannot.
Okay.
Can go with
So most of the clients will be SaaS model also.
SaaS only. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes you may work on, some very rare scenarios you may assign with the complex BAP reports, very, very complex ones. It will go for 10,000s of lines as well. Use the set operators, union or try to build your own SQL statements, which is a complex one. Or we may go for the with class for the performance tuning, right? The with class usage will come into picture. That is more, save you a lot when you're getting the performance issues. Else, the only option you can go for these hints. Hints, you need to use the hints. Those hints you may get it easily from OTB reports too. Those are how you need to get it at the OTB report session. I will cover you at the last. Okay. The hints how we need to be used. Other step, any doubts?
Yeah, Vijay, for headers, lines, and distribution, let's say we have 3 groups. So in this, we can implement the same, right? Like multiple groups, we can create multiple queries.
Create n number of groups, add a links between them. However, within the RDF, you will create the multiple groups and using the data links, right? ID to ID.
Correct.
Here also you may create.
Okay.
You see that come across. Team, still any doubts, any clarifications?
So this will allow all SQL functions like regular expressions,
Exactly.
listening.
Yeah, good question. It will allows all the SQL upper, lower, interim, meltrim, sub string, in string,
Okay.
case, decode, everything. All it will aggregate functions, list aggregate, rank, and this pivot. All it will allow. Everything. All apart from the PL/SQL, you may use all the SQL functions.
Yeah. Hello, Vijay.
Yeah, Gaurav, go ahead.
Yeah. Can you extend this database connection to our local system like
No,
using
we cannot.
SQL?
We cannot connect a DB with the Fusion application database with standalone tools like SQL Developer and the Toad. Okay.
Okay.
As of now, commit like this. At the last,
Mhm.
once the sessions will be completed, right? There I will show you how to connect the Fusion application database by using standalone tools. Okay.
Okay, fine.
As of now, you need to
Okay.
practice within the browser itself so that you will get some
Because
habit, right?
okay.
Other team, still any questions?
Vijay, I mean, quick question. So
Yes.
you said that we cannot create a custom table, right? In
Yes.
Fusion application. Okay. So how do they handle then if at all we have to store some custom data
ATP
from?
database will come into picture. The ATP
Okay.
database and the integrations will come into picture for that custom pass solutions.
Okay. Okay. Got you.
Team is clear for the detailed explanation. Still, if you want to go for the slow or how you are expecting the way of teaching and something, let me know. Still, if you feel something right, need the more and so, just let me know. Okay. Thanks, team. Have a nice day. We'll continue tomorrow, same time. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.